Good morning, everyone. This is ManojM from Market Ideas for Profit. And today, what I'm trying to do is again the weekend, and we have had some crazy movements in Nifty on the unexpected lines to me, but yes, could be an expected line for what the markets could have expected. And we're going to analyze the charts using our fair value gap concept and try to find out what's in store for us in the second week of Jan and maybe the rest of the weeks that are coming in this beautiful month of January, which gives us the beginning of 2025. Without wasting further time, let's see what's on store. So we're in the monthly chart now. This is the index futures, Nifty index futures monthly chart. And this is the current month's chart. And we've started at the low and we've not even blinked below our low and we've gone away and straight away raced to the top. It was beautiful action. And with this action, what we have done is we've swept the liquidity that was for the month of uh, December. We swept the lows of December and we are cropping up. Now, normally, when you sweep the liquidity of the bottom of the previous month, you normally track and go back to the highs of that month's candle. So this is our target for the current month. So this is the target for the current month. And we see a little bit of a resistance in the form of a bearish fair value gap somewhere around 24,600. But even if we get to 24,600 from where we are, we have a massive gain possible in the Nifty in this month, which could give us approximately 500 points from where we are currently. 500 points in the Nifty and more is totally possible given the monthly scenario. What we will now do is try and understand what the weekly is giving us. So this is what the weekly is offering us, and we were seeing that there was some fair value gap on the bearish side at this level. Well, you don't see that in the weekly, and in the weekly, what happens is in the weekly we are extending ourselves way higher, and this is where the fair value gap tells us it's possible to go. So 25,360 is a level which is possible. Now, what has happened here in the last day of the week? What we did was we went into this fair value gap and we've got some kind of a rejection from that level and we've come down. So beautifully, the fair value gap has done its job on the bearish side and it's given us this rejection. And but this rejection, we went right through the rejection. And there's been some kind of a selling that the people who are holding the shorts at this level have given us. But let's see what's in store for us in the coming week. And if we cross this level, which is 24,224, which becomes a critical level, if we cross this level and stay above that, then nothing will stop us going right up till this level, which is, I'm just going to try and bring it up for you here. So we are looking at this particular move the moment we cross 24,225 and stay above that for some while. So this should give us a beautiful 1100 point run on the Nifty. Now let's look at the daily and see what will impede our growth to the top in the daily. So in the daily, yes, we are in some kind of some resistance zones, but these resistance zones may keep us stalled for a while. But what we've seen is we've seen some really good action in the last 3 days, and we have formed a fair value gap on the daily, which should help us, take a swipe back into this area. So we can expect some kind of a swipe back into this area, and then we could move up. We could face some resistance again in this area somewhere, and then we could start peaking up to this level. So this is my blue trajectory for the coming week. This will be my blue trajectory for the coming week, where we can aim to go from 24 to 26 to at least get to the high, the monthly high of the last month, which can take us to 24,937. Let's look at the monthly and check where it is. So this is where the monthly high is, 24,937, and this is where we could tag for this could be our first target. So 24,937 could be our first target. 25,350 odd could be the next target. I hope we should get to this target quickly. Now, what was going to be our sideways expectation from this market? So if we remain sideways, we may have to go down to say a 30-minute time frame and see what is the sideways move offering on us. And I'm so sorry, we'll have to delete this. This is the 30-minute chart, not giving us a lot of idea. Let's go to the 1 hour. And the 1 hour is giving us some kind of a support that is visible somewhere around here. So this is something, this is a trajectory that the 1 hour could offer us. We could remain in this area on the sideways move. If we decide not to go up, this could be the sideways action that we could see. And this would be the yellow trajectory that I would expect. This is the sideways trajectory. And now, like always, let us look at what can happen if the market decides that no, it's going to have nothing to do on the long side and it will lead us lower, which is not something we can ever negate. But yeah, we have had some good action. So even if it tests this level, I am not very confident about the red trajectory. But yeah, still, we need to mark it out. And this is going to be the areas that you need to take care of when you want to see what are the areas that will demarcate the different zones that we are drawing with the trajectory. So between 24,200 and 23,800 would be a yellow trajectory. Anything above 24,300 would lead us into the blue trajectory. And anything below 23,800 would lead us into our red trajectory. So these are the markings that we see for the coming days in January, maybe starting this week. These are the scenarios that are building up on my chart, and this is what I'm sharing with you as far as the Nifty goes. Let us go to Bank Nifty and see what's in store for the Bank Nifty index. So this is the Bank Nifty index, and what we're going to do is going to start with the monthly. And what we're seeing is that on the monthly chart, we are consistently getting beautiful bounces as soon as we touch this fair value gap on the monthly. So this fair value gap on the monthly is doing its job. Every time the price comes down, it is pushed up. But then the important thing to notice is every time the price is pushed up, it is also pushed down. So there's some kind of a sideways action which has been going on in Bank Nifty for a very long time. So we have this month of June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All that we've done is stayed sideways in this particular price action in the Bank Nifty, and this will break at one point of time or another. So I don't see, I was trying to draw a volume profile, but the tool is not giving me the volume profile to give me a balance area. Not getting it. Let's go to the weekly and see what's in store for us on the weekly. On the weekly too, like in the monthly, we are sitting in fair value gap area. On the weekly, it has been continuously being bartered, but it has been holding on for a very long time. And in spite of all the pressure down, this particular area has been holding on, and we are, resolutely being there. So now here we have a fair value gap on the bearish side around 52,000, which is acting as the resistance, and the support somewhere around 50,800. So this area of 50,200 to 53,400 has been something that's been yo-yoing for the last so many months. Let's go to the daily and see what's in store for us on the daily. On the daily, we're sitting at some heavy selling pressures on the top, and which is not allowing the Bank Nifty to go up. And if you see on Friday, all the gains that we reported on Thursday and a majority of the gains on Wednesday, or was it yesterday, 1st Jan, have all been eroded, and we are back into the area of the support. So the Bank Nifty is now really not acting as strong as the Nifty is. And what are we looking at? So like in Nifty, if you notice in Nifty, we had taken the liquidity off from the month of November. in the month of December. But for the candle that is made in January, we have not been able to take any kind of liquidity from the month of December for the January month's candle. On the weekly, we have taken some liquidity off from the last week's candle. So yes, we have taken some, but then because we took off the liquidity, we managed to go above and close above we went above the weekly candle. But then again, we took that liquidity from the top of the weekly candle in the current week, and we swept that liquidity and we are going down. So now, in all probability, this will be your target for the Bank Nifty going forward for this week. And these are the two targets that I feel the Bank Nifty can give us in the current week. Now let's go to the daily and see what's going to happen. So in my assessment, we will need, if we need to go higher, we need to take out these two levels before we can go higher. So because the Bank Nifty is in the sideways move, I expect the Bank Nifty to give us this move, which will take us lower. So this is the move that I think the Bank Nifty will give us in this week, and it should take us lower before it can then bounce back again. So this will be my red trajectory for the Bank Nifty for the coming week. It's something that the Bank Nifty is showing. I am able to make this as my projection for the Bank Nifty. So these are the levels that we need to look at. I'm going to try and extend the lines to help us give us the levels. So I am biased towards the short side on the Bank Nifty, and that will change my scenario for the Nifty too. Now, what will be the yellow trajectory that we will have for the Bank Nifty? In my assessment, the yellow trajectory would be that if we don't break down beyond this point and we yo-yo between these 2 points is what is going to be the scenario. I will try to lower my expectations on the higher side to this particular fair value gap, and this would be my trajectory on the yellow side for the Bank Nifty. Now, if we see some kind of a reaction from the market where suddenly things become positive, then we could move higher. And the moment we cross this particular area is what we will get the blue trajectory as. So these are the three scenarios that I see for the Bank Nifty, and I'm going to mark these levels so that you get an idea as to what are the thresholds. So anything below 51,015 could lead us lower and take us down. This could be the extension of the red trajectory that we have. So anything below 51,000 would lead us lower. Anything above 51,000 till the area of 51,900 would be the sideways action with the yellow trajectory. Anything above 51,900 is only when we should feel bullish, because that will be the time when we will have crossed the highs of the Thursdays and Fridays move. That is the only time when we could be bullish on the Bank Nifty. Any bounce from 51,015 should be bought to the area of 51,913, 900 odd. And from there on, we will be able to come to a crossroad where we'll be knowing whether we are going to go higher or we are going to be deflected back into the sideways action. Anything below 51,015 should lead us to this level of 50,242. But 51,015, the first rest would be at 50,600 and then at 50,242. So these are the trajectories that we see on the Bank Nifty. So this is a small video giving you the roadmap of how I see Nifty and Bank Nifty progressing with the three trajectories that we always discuss in the coming weeks. We shall track this in the middle of the week and see what kind of levels we are getting, and I'll keep you updated as the week goes by. If any of you want to comment on this and want to find out as to how I get these levels, I'm open to give you a video to discuss how these levels come about in a little more detail. I don't want to make this video very long because people don't want to watch long videos. But yeah, if you are keenly interested in watching how I get these levels, I'm more than willing to make a long video because it'll require more time for me to share how I come to these conclusions. That's it for this week. Look forward to being with you as usual every week. And I would like to thank you for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't done. And do write in your comments if you feel that this particular analysis helps you. Thank you, and look forward to being with you in the next video.